indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is yeah, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, yeah. Freedom, freedom is yeah, is yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na, na, yeah, 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 yeah. You walk it out there, man. Hey, Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing what you did do for us. Finally Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know yes, they killed us many years back. I know yes, they try to pull us down, but this kind of work this way. Thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better. Now everything done better. Now thank you for the good things. See everything done better. We're living fine. Brother Kaiga waniru Kaika Bulanyo. Brother Biko Gawaniru. It makes me cry when I see my brothers being killed. Nigerian soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is yeah. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, yeah. Biafra, my country, my country. Biafra, yes we never give up. Yes we no go give up. Never give up. No, no they give up. My country Biafra, we no go give up. Biafra.
Welcome once again, good people of Biafra. Of course, when it comes to the issue of Biafra, we cannot give up. We will not give up. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station, as we all know, is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo, who hails from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one truth. I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words. But of course, one day we shall. Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station, we must not forget, is being powered by the de facto customary government. Of course, this is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group, who with different ideology has unanimously agreed to work together to push further the restoration project. I want to use this privilege to acknowledge all the members of the Biafra Nation Alliance, ranging from our board of trustees, Mazio Bidio Bienu, Dr. Okado, Dr. Wokenkwo. Moving on to acknowledge the administrators, Okum, our media crew. We acknowledge all of you. Honestly, names too numerous to mention. I will as well acknowledge the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. You can see what is going on in the name of Biafra agitation. But would they learn? Would they learn? They derive joy in undermining their own. You will see most of them are on my platform now. The only thing they know how to do is insult. And most of you, noble men and women, you out of sentiment support evil. But we are not going anywhere. All of us, this food we are cooking, we will eat it together. And so indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu blackmail your people, character assassinate everyone. Your propaganda, I always tell you, is losing your faith. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu may be released tomorrow. Hey, miracle is coming, they are releasing him. Understand, we are not happy with Nnamdi Kanu condition. But we are more angry than he soiled his hand in the blood of our people. So just have it at the back of your mind. Most people who has come out to register their displeasure against Nnamdi Kanu evil, his ritualist art, that is not what they want. But we simply understand the nomen wa Any when any puhane jeda zoing when you and you lose us and anwenyi jakodaba no kwenye no kukwano any biadaba. When or a kwampa Nigeria and you gwezeri and you yaha injury bin. If I want to rewind back and look at the World Igbo Congress, the other day I almost forgot about Reverend Father Ngungu. All these people, who do you want to silence in the first place? Most people has forgotten all these things. These are IPONC, indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, our own brother, working very hard to undermine us. Simeon Ekpa now is your next target. But of course, Ihunye Batara. The chapter you people are reading from your Yehudian or Arabatarian is Ihunye Batara, chapter 1 verse 1. Shame. Mwada Highway is not there. It's now Simeon Ekpa. After Simeon Ekpa, it will get to Chikeduziem. It will get to all of you. And then after we have blackmailed ourselves, eventually we will learn our lesson and Biafra will come. You see, I take time to introduce the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu because at this moment, they remain the only clause in the wheel of our progress. They remain the only reason why we are still sounding like broken record in the name of Biafra agitation. These things we are doing now, we did it in 2015. We are repeating it again. Hey, we free our leader, we no go agree, unconditional release. Very soon you will start singing. no Sharia law. You can't judge Nnamdi Kanu with Sharia law. But we've done all those things. And then you will move. No masquerade. We cannot do masquerade. No masquerade trial for Nnamdi Kanu. Why are we doing this to ourselves? And most of you are not ashamed. You are not ashamed in our true freedom. Very pathetic. And then he will soon come out. We will use motto and begin to stroll the whole community. Supreme mercy. And then when we finish driving the whole place, we are mobilizing our people. What do we do next? We form unknown gunmen. We repeat the same cycle of stupidity on the expense of the blood of our people. Most of you don't know what is going on. Anyway, acknowledge the Creator. He who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. He who is the lifting up of our head, our hope and stay. He is our guide, a matter both great and small. He remains the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. And I can only ask him, it is time for us to move on, Father. You have to lighten our burden. You have to guide us. You have to lead us into all truth. That in the end, you alone will take all the glory. All glory must be to our God, for he is worthy of our praise. No man on earth should give glory to himself. All the glory must be to the Lord. He said. And of course, this having been said, we will move to our topic this evening, which is simply titled Displaying the Real Product on the Shelf for the Real Business Exhibition. It is important that as a businessman, as a trader, whatever goods you have to sell, whatever product you have in the market, it is important that we understand the need to display our product on the shelf for the public to see the real business exhibition. And of course, when we talk about business exhibition, it simply means a public display of your work, of art, or items of interest held in an art gallery or museum or at a trade fair. The people of Biafra must understand the need why we must display our real product on the shelf for real exhibition. We are here to market freedom. The people of Biafra are here to market our challenges. We are here to put on the shelf for the world to see what we are going through. And it is important that we display all these products, whether product of Biafra, whether product of Nigerian state, whether product of people of interest who has kept us down here. It is important that every of this stock is sampled on the shelf. If you go to some shop, you just looked at them and you pass by. And what the item you are looking for is in that shop. But because it is not properly arranged, you won't know they sell. And so you move on. But there are some traders, for instance, who understand the need why they must arrange their shelf. They spend hours arranging their shelves in the morning, their counter. Some of them, I begin to wonder how they manage to cope. They arrange their shop in the morning for almost 3 hours, and this is 8 o'clock Biafran time. Most of them are going to pack those goods inside again for almost another. In fact, they will be packing gradually till around 11 or 12 p.m. 3-4 hours. And sometimes you may begin to wonder, why would they pack out all the loads outside on daily basis? It becomes a routine. My brother, that is one of the secrets behind the success in their business. I understand the role packaging plays when it comes to economics, when it comes to buying and selling. Your ability to package your product has a lot of influence on how much you sell. It is applicable to Biafra Restoration Project. We have been packaging these products. But what exactly? How is the packaging? What item? How are we taking care of sampling this product in our share for the global community to see? To you, it does not matter. But tonight, let us review that aspect. For over a decade now, we have been displaying on our shelf our product that we don't have by ways of projecting the challenge of our people. In the same predicament with us, instead of us. A very long time, 10 years on, we have been taking time to project, to display our product, the product that we don't have, the product that is not ours. We have been displaying it, and in the course of displaying other people's projects, we eventually forget to talk about our own. All of a sudden, it looks everywhere is quiet. I don't hear about Oduduwa Nation again. Now that I say it, tomorrow morning, yeah, hey, our Oduduwa Nation is going. Our Oduduwa Nation is going. IPONC has spent more time lamenting for Oduduwa Nation. Free Oduduwa Nation. We will join Oduduwa rally in London. Hey, well, Oduduwa rally is going to... You spent your resources and energy. You leave your own. Our chef is empty. You look at our product. The packaging is poorly packaged. Very soon we don't hear about Ambazonia. Ambazonia to support Biafra to get freedom. Ambazonia give army to Biafra. Ambazonia up to the extent we almost canvass for Catalonia. Just to keep your brain dormant. I said we have spent more than 10 years carrying other people's products on top of our shelf. Leave the middle belt, oh, let middle belt go. Stop killing middle belt. Free Satan Kaduna. Don't kill Christians in the north. Oduduwa Nation must be free. Hey, we leave Ambazonia. Catalonia must be free. But on our own shelf, our products poorly packaged. I don't expect all of you to understand, though. But am I saying you did bad? Upland river line, bottom line, sideline, but our own product is poorly packaged. Before the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, almost all bloggers in the world, everybody was giving him interview. How many of these bloggers now are talking about Nnamdi Kanu? Before he was arrested, everybody, Arise Africa, Arise Nigeria, Arise Biafra, every platform, hey, yes, talk to us, because he can lie. He now lied to all of you. But of course, you are a blogger, you after your money. While he was doing those things, he was selling himself. He was upgrading his package. But the real product is Biafra. He undermined Biafra. Now he's arrested. All of you has gone inside. Is it Dr. Yongincho You are the one advising us. Come and advise us, because all of us don't have sense. Only Nnamdi Kanu is the Biafra that have sense. So Youngin Cho of Abazonia, come and address us. Our people will not use their brain. And the moment Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, all these blogs, all of them run. Only one person, only one woman actually guided Nnamdi Kanu to the truth. And IPOB condemned him. They removed that woman interview of Nnamdi Kanu. They block it completely. Why? Because he was trying to help Nnamdi Kanu to present the real packaging. So after tonight, IPOB media warriors, media tigers, please go and blow it that Oduduwa want to Biafra. I mean, Oduduwa want to Oduduwa nation. Free Oduduwa nation. Oduduwa must go. They are going to. Where is Igboho? What is his name? Where is Adeyinka grandson? All of you are stage managing us, our brain. We know our people don't know what is going on, but they will know. That is just the problem. And so we encourage all of you to begin to make amends, because there is problem. This evening we will take time to look at the comment of the Benue State governor rather. He took time to place almost all the product of Nigeria on the shelf, as well as never sentimentally hide the predicament of his people. That is how to sell market. In a case like this, in this challenging moment we find ourselves, we must showcase all our product on our shelf. First of all, for our people to see what we are selling. Second of all, for our people to let the world see what is actually happening to us. The agitation, the quest to restore Biafra, it's complicated. Most people don't understand. As we were saying, they say, why are they even disturbing themselves? What difference will Biafra make? It is because we have not been able to sell our product to them very well. And I can tell you, we are tired of Nigeria. A lot of people are suffering. It is disheartening that the people suffering do not have a voice to speak. That is why every man and woman out there who made sure this child of circumstance was born, who made sure that Biafra Woman Right and Freedom Radio Station is on, who are still working hard to make sure that we have transmitter everywhere in Biafra land. I say, it shall be well with you and your generation. It shall be well with all of you. Anything you lay your hand upon to do, you will prosper. Everyone who has targeted to destroy you and your family for doing the right thing, it shall boomerang on them. Because imagine without Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station, the second name of Mazio Bidio Benu would have been I'm sorry. The second name of George ONYIBE would have been I'm sorry. Maybe by now some idiot will be in Abatete. Nnamdi Kanu would have been telling them by now they would have born on Uche Mefo house. Because he has the mic. Okokosibe wa hero. But now the people can hear the truth. The very confusion you are seeing in the system is as a result of balanced information. Everybody now know the truth. It's just a matter of time. Everybody will get in terms with that truth. We are busy dishing out propaganda, busy lying, character assassinating one another. But the real product will come to market. We have left them inside the carton. And that is why people ask questions. Our people have suffered. Some of them can't even explain. They are just confused. A lot are languishing in different secret cells across Nigeria. A lot of them have lost their source of livelihood. A lot of them are running for Nnamdi Kanu, not Nigeria. A lot of them, their image have been destroyed by the same system that is supposed to protect them. But let's see if we can be able to help ourselves tonight. Because we need to know the need, the importance, why we have to market our product. Let us look at the governor of Benue State, how he vigorously marketed the product of Nigeria, as well as the antidote the people of Benue has also produced in a very clear and crystal packaging. And only those who are intellectually dishonest will just look, listen, and then weave it. But these are just a glimpse of the real truth, a glimpse of the real product that Nigeria is selling for us. Let us go and see what it has.
I've been privileged to read the history of Nigeria and those that have been leading us, including the military. Usually, we say that the worst democratic government is better than a military government. That is what we used to say. But for the purpose of this APC-led government, I want to say that the worst military government we have had in Nigeria is better than this particular government led by APC. I've never seen anything like this. People who don't want you to tell them the truth, when you advise them, they try to twist things and tell the world that you are against them. Is it not democracy that we're practicing? So you can imagine, the entire country is divided along ethnic lines, along religious lines, and all that. What has he done about the so-called bandits? Has he written something to condemn the illegal weapons that the Fulanis, now called bandits, they may have called them Fulani terrorists? Has he written something to condemn what is going on in the entire country, where these people are carrying illegal weapons and are killing people, maiming people, raping people? And to my amazement, these Fulani terrorists were able to stand with these children, took video clips, snapped them, and posted it on social media. And they were carrying these prohibited weapons that even our police or even the army, I have not seen them carrying it. They did not even mask themselves. They displayed that level of impunity because they are being supported by the APC government. And then you're telling me that I should not do or amend a law to also empower our community volunteer guards with legal weapons. I did not talk of illegal weapons, with legal weapons. And you can imagine, the position of Benue State is very clear on Ruga, it's very clear on cattle colony, it's very clear on open grazing. We have not hidden anything. We have said it openly, and we have a law in place prohibiting open grazing. Ruga is another form of open grazing, but all in the name of trying to steal our land and take over our land by the APC government. It's the same thing with cattle colony. And we rejected it. You will recall that when we were not sought to give them permission for land there, they came here and decided to erect one ruga in Zone C, another one in Zone B, another one in Zone A. And we said no. And Benue people went there and pulled down the signboard. I want EFCC and other anti-corruption agencies to go after those people, because that money for the contract of Ruga business was paid up front, and up to today they have not sought to recover that money. I want them to go and recover that money. Even this current one, there is another trick again that the presidency is trying to bring. You all heard about water bill, that they wanted to annex the banks of our river. And I said no to it 100 times. Benue people have told me to tell federal government that we're not going to accept that. Recently, they brought another one, going round and round and round and round again. And they said they are going to establish with a cattle colony or something.
Farm settlement.
Farm settlement, so that they will bring Fulani from Niger, from Senegal, from Chad, from Mali, terrorist Fulani people from these places to come and take over our land. I don't have any problem with our indigenous Fulanis who are here. We are cohabiting, we are doing everything fine. But to go and bring these terrorist Fulanis from other parts of Africa, Mauritania, Libya and all that, to come and take over our land. And I say, capital no, nobody will come here and do any farm settlement center. We don't need that.
And of course, the truth is obvious. The governor of Benue State, Otom, he sampled the product on the shelf. Very clear for everyone to see. All these things we have been saying, it is about our land. It is connected to our land. And the reason why we still have the privilege of still being in that land I'm talking today is because they have not succeeded. The constitution, as fraudulent as it is, has not given them absolute right to take over our land, because there is a clause there. The governors still have role to play. It is said under certain bill that the government of Nigeria owns the whole land in Nigeria. The land in Nigerian territory belongs to the federal government of Nigeria. And the clause says that whenever they wish to take over any land, it is only one person that can resist it. Whether there will be compensation or not is determined by the governor. How many of the governors has the boss, has the guts, has what it takes to resist this move? If Nigerian state, led by the Fulanis, has come for each state one after the other, if there were no union or alliance being formed by regions already, by now our land is gone. The colonial master came for our land, because when I mean our land, they came for the land and its resources. All of them is in the land. Adakaboro fought for resource control. It is our land now, the resources in our land. Ken Saro-Wiwa talks about Bill of Rights. It is still about our land. Dim Chukwuemeka Dimegwu fought for disintegration of Nigeria. It is the same related to our land. And you look at the product that were showcased by the governor of Benue State. Whether it is cattle colony, whether it is cattle ranching, whether it is water gate bill, whether it is farm settlement, whether it is whatever name they call it, it boils down to the same thing: our land. Today we have so many oil wells in Biafra land, but none of them belong to Biafrans. It belongs to people who come from, do they say it's Futajalon? They own the oil well in our land. They went to Benue State, mounted the Aruga settlement authoritatively. But if you rise up today, for instance, and you begin to resist the Nigerian state for violating the right of a citizen, many of our people will fight against you. The reason why they will fight against you is because we have not been able to showcase our product very well on our shelf. And now you begin to see the need why we must properly sample our goods and services so that our people will understand what we are doing. In most cases, when we say some things, most of our people don't understand the goods and services we come to offer them. Here on Biafra Nation Alliance Family, here on de facto customary government, our mission is simple. We are here to protect you. We are here to make sure that your life is not taken from you without your knowledge. We are here to protect your interest. Our people will fight against you for so many reasons. Not because you are doing the wrong thing, because you did not sell the product to them very well. The governor of Benue State has said what he said, and the people of Benue State understand clearly what is at stake. And so it is important that we understand the implication. Why it is said that charity begins at home. If indeed we are going through turbulent time, and there is genuine need for Nigeria to be reviewed, it is expected that we sell this market to every Biafran before selling it to other people. It is very important. When the Igbo man rise up and begin to agitate, Ogoja man may think it doesn't concern them. And then you have a German may say, we have hold our side. And then you have maybe Urubu and Ishekiri. Well, it's thank God it's Igbo affair. This mentality and mindset is still prevalent among us, the people of Biafra, because we have not been able to showcase our product very well. And that is why every day we begin to call upon Biafrans in Benue State. You are not a northernant. Agatu, Ulembwecho, Zakembia, Otukpo, Ikajide, Omulo, whether Iyala, Igala, whether anywhere you are, all of you, the earlier you come into our shelf and see what we are selling, the message we are trying to pass to you, which is as simple as, if you do not stand up and resist, like our people will say, fraudulent Nigerian constitution, this life you know today will be taken from you in a very short time. You are a Biafran in Cross River. You are a Biafran in Ebonyi State. You are a Biafran in Kogi State. You are a Biafran in Anambra State. Biafrans in Enugu State. You are Biafran in Bayelsa. You are a Biafran in Edo State. You are a Biafran in Delta State. You are a Biafran in Akwa Ibom State. You all know yourself. Imo State, Anambra State, Abia State. We must understand that we have to tell our people what is happening. Fulani man will come, and as a just son or daughter, they give you one oil well that is dried already. But the fresh oil well belongs to them. But one way or the other, you think, after all, at all, nine bad pass. But it's not about you. It is about all of us. How did those people have that right to be the one giving you your ancestral land. The target is simple. They get your land, they get your life. Your land is your life. That is why every country in the world today, they protect their life. And so you must tell the people of Biafra that we are fighting to protect, to secure our territory. Maybe they will begin to reason and understand the real aim of us being here. You must make them understand the importance of this land. And so we must review the laws that regulate our land. The word was there, but it is said that God created a particular piece of land. It's called the Garden of Eden. It was from this piece of land known as the Garden of Eden that actually gave Adam and Eve the authority to control the universe. God said he was going to make a great nation out of the descendant of Abraham. The great nation did not start by the birth of Ishmael or Isaac. The great nation starts by Abraham buying a piece of land. And God said, wherever the sole of your feet will touch, you will possess. Men and women have tried to change the course of history and the event of the past, even regarding the prophecy of the children of Israel. But as we speak today, even without their knowledge, they are bringing the fulfillment of these prophecies. And so when Jesus died, Joseph Arimathea understand the role of ground. He bought a cave. He bought a cave where Jesus will be buried. They take your land, they take your life. They take your land, they take your right. They take your land, they take your development. They take your land, they take your security. They take your life, they take your women. They take your land, they take your children. But you will not understand. Agitating for Biafra, he brought to the land which is the target. Constitutional amendment, he brought to the land which is the target. I don't know, are we even afraid to say certain truth? Do you know that we are not allowed to develop our land? The highest company industry you can build in Biafra land is hotel. Others must be supervised, or you will be directed to go and open such companies or industry in Abuja, Kano or Kaduna. Why? If they destroy our land, they destroy us. It boils down to the same thing. Why we tell IPONG people, you're making our land uninhabited for us. You are helping them to displace us from our land. How many IPOB genuine member has run out of their community? Nigeria is battling on one end to displace us from our land, and IPONG led by Nnamdi Kanu is helping them to do that, and most of you can't even see it. By the time Nigeria follow you to observe sit at home, you think they care for what you are doing? No. You are helping them do their job. So all they can do is to create atmosphere that will enable you do what you want to do. So anytime you say, if we kill you, we kill. If we see you, we kill you. We do this one. Indirectly, you don't understand the implication of what you are doing. And I can assure you that in the past 3 months, IPONG led by Nnamdi Kanu ignorantly has helped Nigerians to reduce our influence in our own land. Your activity so far to kill our people in their own land is not different from Ruga and other things. But will you understand? What are you fighting to protect? Our land is our life, and our life is our land. But But you are killing us in our land. You are chasing us out of our land. You are asking us not to come out at home. Exactly what Nigerians have. We must rise up. We must stand up to this challenge. We must tell ourselves the truth. Everything we are going through as a people, it is connected to one thing. And we cannot allow them to have their way. So the people of Biafra must continue to tell every competent nation, member nation that makes us Biafra, and say we must protect our land. This union must be, it must be renegotiated. It must be reviewed. For the colonial masters to be able to take absolute control of our land, they changed the ownership of our land. They changed the ownership of our land. They changed our name. You can imagine now you are in Nigeria. Even divinity, heaven and earth will not fight. When you are, that is why God don't answer the prayer of Nigeria. Oh Lord, they deliver our Nigeria. God did not create Nigeria. Who is a Nigeria? But they were indigenous people. Name were not the work of man to give man. All these things is tied to our land. Jebusite, Palestinian, whatever name you call the promised land, it was changed to the name of Israel. Israel is the name of Jacob. God gave name. In fact, first assignment for anybody that will survive is name. Check your land, all your land, the name have been changed. You can't lay claim to it. These are knowledge too wide for you to comprehend. I do not expect you to understand them at a glimpse. It boils down to the same thing. Our land, our name, our security, our advancement, our development, our comfort. It ties in our land. The people of Biafra, we must showcase our product very well. To be able to do this, there is need for us to tell our people about the imminent danger of not securing our land. In Cross River State, Hausa Fulani, they used to sell indigenous land to indigene. Many places. It is happening in some part of Ebonyi State. People, God knows where they come from. They sell your land. And when you talk, they will kill you. And when they kill you, your governor will ask you to go and pray. Fasting and praying. Nimbo massacre. But the truth is, how do they bring these people to justice? Who had the power? And what has been our governors been doing about it? If Nigeria is not reviewed, a lot of things, I do not know how to present it before you. But I'm being restricted from opening it up. But a lot of things is going wrong already without our knowledge. We must tell our people the imminent danger. Your father lived in the village. You were born in the village. You grew up in the village. And when you were of age, you left the village to the city. You got married in the city. You never returned home again to the village. You visit the village. And then you have children in the city. Your children grow up in the city. They knew they come from a village. And then they grow up and come of age. Right there in the city, you have to send them to overseas to study. And then they left. They haven't acquired their degree. They got married in overseas. They have children, their own children in overseas. They raise their children in overseas. And now they are old. And their children may have to move to Pluto or Jupiter or Mars. And now they may never be able to come home again. Just give them 50, 100 years. You begin to hear, I think we are from Nigeria. I think we are from, they can't even pronounce your village name. They are gone. You can never lay claim to that land again. You can't. Don't let them take away the only thing that is permanent outside life itself. We must tell our people the truth. This very land was handed over to us by our ancestors. And by every means necessary, we must protect it. That is why we are here. If you are a governor, it is hard to govern our land. Wherever you are, it is still tied to the land. Number two, the people must understand that the only solution is for everybody to get involved in solving this problem. This Hausa Fulani madness. Everybody must get involved. They are gradually reducing population of indigenous people, and they are taking over their land. As far as the issue of Biafra is concerned, there is need for every of our people to get involved. Look for Biafra Nation Alliance family close to you. They are working on the ground of setting the balance, taking authority over our central land, and we are not seeing it. I went to review all the areas. My ancestors and their father and father before them, all of them lived. And when I moved within those communities, I looked like a stranger. No matter how much I try to explain, the few people who know the true history of those towns, they are no more. And their children are not there. And I had knowledge of all these things. And I wish we understand what we have lost. It will continue that way until we are no more. And then finally, we must encourage participation, as well as set up platform to carry everybody along. Let us redefine our life. Let us carry everybody along. To be able to carry everybody along, you must encourage participation. And to encourage participation, you have to set up a platform for solving the problem. And so all of us fighting for Biafra restoration. Are we encouraging participation? What we are doing to ourselves, does it encourage participation? Forget about what we or I am doing at this moment. Something led me to it. Do we have a platform to carry everybody along? There is urgent need for ultimate mobilization, and they need to create a platform that has the capacity of carrying everybody along. This is Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It can come in form and different shapes, guys, but it's about our land. We cannot allow them to take it away from us. And to be able to secure our land and get our life back, everybody must be involved. Our governors, politicians, our religious leader, our monarchs, everybody, both the high and the lofty. As far as you are a Biafran, everybody must get involved. Do not relent. Do not sit back. The journey has already begun. But if we fail to stand up and protect our territory and review every law that have eventually enslaved us even in our own home, my brothers, strategically, our life will be taken. El-Rufai, as a minister of Abuja, rose up one day, seized all your property. He gave it back to the Nigerian state. Most of you were frustrated. Some of you in Canada. Some of you in USA. Some of you have even denounced Nigeria. But don't forget the truth. You can be American citizen today. You can be a Canadian citizen today by way of paper. But you truly cannot be a Canadian. Not when you are a Biafran. Not when you are Oduduwa. Not when you are Arewa. And so most people who took that decision, they are gone. Anyway, I will stop here tonight and make our people to understand. It is tied to one thing, our land. Whether cattle colony, whether cattle ranching, whether waterway bill, whatever name they call it. And every other thing that has affected our life, let it be reviewed. Let our people rise up. At this moment, our lines are open. And you are free to call in and make your contribution. Our direct line remains 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. For the last time, the direct line is 081-221-52971. And of course, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. And of course, if you cannot access this studio line, you are encouraged to call my social media platform. It could be WhatsApp, it could be Facebook Messenger, Telegram, or any other platform. And that is if you have access to it. Those of you on Facebook, the numbers are there. You are free to call in and make your own contribution on this very program. There is need for the people of Biafra to recongregate and get ready for the journey ahead. Because those who want our life, those who want our land, they are not joking. You can get Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on FM, 100.5 FM, 100.5 FM. In River State, you can get it in some area in Obiakpo and Ikore local government. From Ikore local government, you get it some areas in Igirita Rukboko, Rumodomanya, Rumokoro, Obiwale, Rumomoy, Rumorosi, down to Wimpy. Within those environs, you can get Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on 100.5 FM. And of course, within Ubiakpo and Ikure local government, like I have said. And those of you in Anambra, from Headbridge down to Ogbaru, of course, they are the same. Tere, Mpo, and its environ. You can get Biafran Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on FM 100.5. And then in Delta State, within Zine Junction, down to Obawosa, and of course to Onitsha Headbridge. It does cast its shadow of reductive frequency on those areas. 100.5 FM, you will get the Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station. And of course, we are on Simple Radio, we are on app, we are on satellite, and of course, we are making effort to be on TV as well. We encourage you to look for Biafra Nation Alliance family close to you and identify with them. And of course, they are your easiest link, alongside with other pro-Biafran group, to connect with the de facto customary government. And like I said, our lines are open and you are free to call in. I will be back in a minute.
She's a man from the beat. No. Together we gon' make it. Yes, I'm got that exclusive.
I remember in Biafra when our people were murdered, and lost with impunity. In our freedom we believe in. Many years have gone by quickly. Years of tears of sorrow pain. And Biafra is united now. So we gonna fight this war. And so we say, we fight it. We gonna make it. Biafra, we want our freedom. We want our freedom. We want our freedom. We want our
Yo, in 1967, Biafra we are murdered, we're brutally slaughtered. We are still united, we couldn't be divided. But whatever it takes, Biafra is still standing. We only moving forward, we depend on unity. Biafra is involved in every positive activity. We uphold our freedom, Biafra is our nation. To the better days come peace and prosperity. But whatever this year brings, no matter the weather, Biafra's gonna make it as long as we together. And we hoping to stand that we ever be together. And you go kick up, is gonna make us stand together. And so we say,
we fight it. We are gonna make it. Biafra, we want our freedom. We want our freedom. We gonna make it. We want our freedom. We want our freedom. Whoa.
yo, it's Bonzi Benny J. She's a man from the beat. No. Together we gon' make it. Yes, I'm got that exclusive.
I remember in Biafra when our people were murdered, and the killers with impunity.
of course, I am joined by one of us. Can you hear me? Ada Biafra.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Doctor. I just want to greet you this evening and to say may God bless you and to strengthen you more and more on all this your teaching. I want to thank all the Biafra Nation Alliance for steadfast love. I want to say to Biafra watchmen that we should continue our work. Let nobody relent. Because all this our product must be sold. The world will hear our voice. Once again, they will hear us, they will know why we want to govern ourselves, why we want to go home, why we want to be free from Nigeria. We must sell this our product, which is Biafra. Nobody will sell the next generation, as he always says. At the heart of this project, we never see corruption, as our Deokpa Uchoka from before have assured us since day one. That he will allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And we never did that. We never allowed the heart of this project to see corruption. And I want to thank him for providing this radio for us, a child of circumstance. He has done, I don't know. I just always say, may Chukwu Kabiama, God Almighty, bless him and keep him alive. And our daddy, Obido. Our daddy in the Lord, may Chukwu Kabiama bless you for encouraging us, because in that beginning, when we started that last year, it seems that all of us will die, even that they will go to America and kill that they will be able. They told us that they will kill us. They told me that they will kill me. They put poison here and there to kill me. But they couldn't. They couldn't kill any of us because we are speaking the truth. Biafra protects those who speak the truth. Biafra doesn't protect those who kill. Biafra doesn't protect those who is killing her children. When she is even crying that her children are dying in the hand of Nigeria, that Nigeria is killing all her children, that she gave birth to many children. Then now some people turn around to start killing the same children that Biafra is crying for. And you think that Biafra will just leave you like that and you will go scot-free after killing her own children. When he called this Equerida, I begged him. I said, my son, please save my children. Nigeria is killing my children. The Equerida turned around and started killing the children of Biafra. I think that he will be free. No, it cannot be. Anyway, I hear that he's going about begging all of you. Maybe he has begged through his lawyer. He's begging all of you in the secret. Maybe he has come to you for forgiveness. Forgive Abu, after all, you are a reverend. Forgive him. All the people that he was asking for forgiveness, let them forgive him. As for me, I have said it more than how many times. I have not considered even if I will forgive him or not. I have never think about it. So let him be begging all of you. Let him be begging whoever he wants to beg through his lawyer. Let him beg. Even if they will tape his voice when he was begging, and post it on social media. I don't care. All I said is, whoever that prepared to kill the children of Biafra will go down, because Biafra is crying. The woman is crying for his children that Nigeria was killing since 1945. That Nigeria started killing the children of Biafra. The woman is crying since then up till today. All you do is to turn around and start killing the children of this woman again. You see how many children that of Biafra that you have killed? If the woman gave birth to as many children as possible, you are helping the enemy to come and take over the land and kill the children and kill more of the children of Biafra. All of you will not survive it. You people have not seen what will come over you. Come of you. All this evil you supported, all these children of Biafra you supported to be killed. You have not. In fact, it have not been revealed to all of you. It have not been revealed one bit what will happen to all of you. All of you, whether you are in abroad, whether you are in anywhere, whether you are in Biafra land, whether you are, even those that was brainwashed will even join and receive their own. Because Biafra will ask you, why didn't you receive sense? All these people, as you said, they are helping the enemies to come and kill more of Biafras, to come and kill the children of Igbo, to come and kill all of us, to destroy the land, the blessed land of Biafra. And they are saying that they are doing the ESN, they are doing no government. If you talk, we delete you. If you talk, we delete you. That one, no, they reign again. Because at the beginning, when they were killing evil prophets and pastors, they were telling you, if they ask us to delete, we delete you. All those that did deleting, all of them now, they are all dead. They have killed all these children in the name of sending them to go and kill other people. They have killed all these children. This other one that they caught in the other brass, after they killed the other ones in their group, they caught that one alive. That one they were tying his face. I showed that guy to somebody. The person said, I know this guy. I said, yes, because his face is familiar. He said, I know this guy. He's being an electrician. He's being an electrician. And he left the place where he was being an electrician to go and do ESN or no government. What is the gate now? He is dead. You are sending Biafra people to kill Biafras, and they will be killed on the process. What are you doing? You are trying to wipe all the Biafras away. That the channel will be on the radio. We will be saying, if you come to our camp in Olo, we will decimate you. What kind of leader is that? Now you are showing Nigerian government where the camp of these children that are, you said that they are training to become Biafran army. Now you are telling them, go to their camp, kill. If you come there, we will kill you. Why should you on earth say where this your so-called loyal men are? Why should you say that? All those camps that they invaded, it was the same one that the Canada showed them where the camp is. My men are coming. My men are coming. Meanwhile, these children have been on their way, going to that place you sent them to go and attack the enemy. Now you said you say on the radio and say the enemy. My men are coming. My men are coming. What are you doing? You are trying to kill everybody. Now you have finished killing all these children. What is your gain? What is your gain? Because more than a million is dead with all these children that came out with their whole hearts and saying they are loyal to you, that they will obey you to the death. Then you lead all of them to death, and you are now sending your lawyer to go and ask for forgiveness. Which one will you ask for the grave of Christian? Which one will you go to the grave of Ojeso and ask for forgiveness? Which one will you go? You send to Ikoso? Which apology will you send to Dragon? Which apology will you send to Sunday? Which apology will you send to the other Christians they killed? Just these ones I'm counting is the ones I know very, very, very well. The people that I have eaten together with, this is the people I'm calling. The last time I saw Odeso, he gave me more. He gave me more and told me if I would eat pepper soup, that he will give me. I called him. I said, Odeso, if you know that you are not strong, don't join this particular group, because I don't understand what is happening. I should there somehow they will be showing where we are. He told me no problem, that he always prays before he go. This was I'm counting. Never see able be. All these ones I'm counting is the people that I have stayed together, shake hands, do everything together with. These are the people. They all killed them. Some of them, their dead bodies are not found anywhere. And now, you are sending an apology secretly to the people that are living. What will you say to the dead? What will you say to the dead? What will you say to Chukwebuka? That have not even opened eyes to see things of this world. What? Where will you start counting? What will you do? Oh God. Harry, which apology will you send to Harry now? With his wife? Which apology now? All these people are the people that I know very, 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 very well. Which apology? All of them are dead. So many. Which apology will you send to 15 boys you send to go and bring your Omahi, Dave Omahi head on December 2020? And all these 15 were killed. Only one carried the bullet and run inside bush, and that's the only person that was buried out of 15 people, or more than. And you called Dave Omahi and say, my boys are coming. They all killed these boys. Which one? Where will we count? Instead of selling our Biafra that we came to restore, you entered our back and start to kill all of us that are loyal to you. And you say you will survive it. You are sending apology to this one. You are sending apology to the living. Which one will you send to the dead? Sending apology to the living through your lawyer. Sending one of your lawyers to go inside, to go to the land of the spirit. I beg the other ones. I know if they will forgive you. Doctor, I want to thank you for this evening. I say, Mechko Kabiama, Eketerowa. The maker of heaven and earth will bless all of you for standing firm. You are here in Biafra land, you are there in Orogodo in your village, and you are broadcasting. You never feared if they will kill you. They threatened you to the last. They threatened you from A to Z just to they gave you series of poison just for you to die, so that this truth will not come out today. But here you are. They have buried Uchemafo without being sick. There is concocted everywhere. Say this is where he was buried there. Then don't bury him for Budoibo. And don't bury him for that place. All lies. And I said, God, you will keep this man so long. See the elder man, very old man, Obidio Bielu, a good man, and Dr. Kado. All these old men, you threatened all of them. That if you see them in Biafra land, you will use stone and stone them to death. Because these men are telling you the truth. You see, all of them are healthy and alive. All of us are healthy and alive. And nothing will happen to us. Because Biafra protects those who are saying the truth. Go and ask Biafra, who do you protect? He will tell you that he protects those who are speaking the truth. I told him that they can do this thing in November. I told him Biafra have left you. Biafra have left you. Poison will get at you. Anything that comes to you now will get at you. Run for your life. Biafra have left you. What did you do? I don't know that he has collected money. Him and politicians was even eating. Because I didn't know anything then. Then I started asking so many questions. And everything was like a television to me. And I saw it. And I said, Biafra have left you, run for your life. He didn't run for his life. He carelessly started lottering about. Anyway, maybe he wanted it to be there so that he will negotiate his life. Now, he's in the hand of the enemy, whether he's his enemy or our own enemy. For all I care, he's our own enemy that is in the hand. If they are his friends, let them go. In fact, from there, let him go to Ugwausa. That is where he belongs. Because Biafra cannot condone evil men. And those of you that said we are still in the bushes, suffering, eating grass, and saying that you are suffering for Biafra, go home and tell your people that you have come back. If you need deliverance, call us, we will deliver you. Nothing will happen to you, even if they take you to or anything to use blood oath on you. Go home, nothing will happen to you. Therefore, will protect you as long as you have opened your eyes and have said, Biafra, forgive me for participating in killing your children. So she will protect you and you will go home and stay. Stop going about and destroying your life and saying that you are destroying another man. You can kill one person and 10 or 20 of you people will be a dead man. What gain have you? Yeah, Doctor, let's go Kadama, bless you. I want to thank everyone, all those Biafra Nation Alliance admins that are doing a great job keep on keeping on. We can't go back now. We
Thank
can't
you very
relent.
much.
We must continue. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. We continue to tell our people the truth. I understand not everybody will be able to understand our message, but it's simple. The people of Biafra must rise up in a time like this and make sure that our land is protected. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Good evening. Good evening from here, OBDK. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. I greet you once more. Thank you for your endeavors, for your consistency about the Biafra as things is going. I thank you because you always stand in the front line and you don't care about what people are saying and what the people is trying to think. I always thank you for your courage and everything. And the most important thing that I have to thank you this evening, you remind me about when the leader of the other group was going to interview from one interview to the other interview, you know. I think people were not beside him because if people were beside him, somebody can tell him, look, there is a trap set for you because all those interviews are being organized by the Nigerian government. So what we are doing is not what we can do with our own power or because we feel that we know how to convince people, but this is what takes it takes another level of knowledge and understanding. So at this time, let me say my name first. My name is Obidike, and I'm calling from Italy. So I'm the Europe admin, and we are working hard to see that we are going to unite our people and to make sure we move in one accord. So tonight, I want to tell Biafrans all over the whole world, if you are listening, the only person you can trust, you can put your own mind is you. And your next person again is your God. Because a human being can change, and there is a word that said, he said, if you want to try a man, you can give him power. So we can see how we have given our brothers power and they turn this power, some against us, and some want to use this power way for their own interests. But notwithstanding, we want to stop Biafra because I think everybody know our situation, our ground in Nigeria. And for we to deliver ourselves in this ground, we need to stay on the ground where we can look into our eyes and tell ourselves the truth, where we can look into ourselves eyes and argue to disagree and to agree. So at this time I come to thank, especially I thank Mazi and before who are giving us this platform, who call it a child of circumstances. But for me, I don't believe that this is a child of circumstances. For me, I believe that this is a child that born at his own time. When this is the time that this radio need to be out. You know, it's the time that people have to put their own opinion. It's the time that we need to talk to people, and this is why this radio is brought out. It's time that people have to speak the way they feel. It's not that when people will die, you know, in what they think that this is the way, and that was not the way. So I thank Mahdi Mefo for that. As well, I come to thank Mahdi Egiabani. I thank him for his last speech he has made. He said, I think we're beginning to understand the importance of being unity, the importance of fighting just our enemies. Because every enemy of Biafra, of any Biafra, is my enemy. So, and I think that all of us, we know that anybody who hates you have hated me as well, because you're Biafra. He has hated me as well. So my word goes like this. I still want to talk to my brothers who still have the belief in IPOP, that IPOP is going to give them a Biafran nation. I want to tell you, if you're thinking that, please, you should stop thinking it, because a nation, that no any nation has been restored just a group of by a group of organization. To restore a nation, you need ideas, you need people, you need calibers of people, you need mostly those who can think the easiest way. So I want to tell Biafrans, the ball is on our court. For me, it's not time to blame the governors of the eastern states, of the local government chairman. It's time I have to accept my own weaknesses. It's time I accept my own defeat, to know that I am going to come out together with my brothers to face the reality. Because Biafra, if we don't get Biafra, we will still working. Nigerian government will be still treating us the way they're treating us. So I beg those people who is
Of course, that is a network issue, but then we will continue to enlighten our people. And let's see if I can get our brother back, Mazi OBDK. And of course, our lines are open and you are free to call in and make your own positive contribution. This is time for us to showcase our product on the shelf for all to see.
Hello?
Yes, you are back. Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want George Column to thank you again. I thank all Biafrans. My name is Mbedike Frank. I'm the Europe admin in Biafra National Alliance. So why I'm in this Biafra National Alliance is a place where I feel I can contribute my own little way to restore Biafra. So, and I always believe in working in company, in groups, because what we are doing is a group something, and whenever we are doing a group something, we have to map out our strategies for a time when something is going to leak, and we have to take the next option. So at this time, Biafrans are being for years, you know, hoping and praising, you know, and the Biafra who have never created the time to tackle, to lay down a good strategy, how to defend themselves, have to avoid dangers, because like as you were saying about no social media, no bloggers, is talking about the leader of IPOP. Now, before he was arrested, he was people were calling him for interview, Kenya, here, and the other ones. And in those interviews, I understood that these people that are trying to set this man up, and I don't know the kind of organization where they have thousands of men and they could not be able to how can I say it, to find out that this man is in danger. So not we saying that our people are being filled with wars which they feel that is truth. Like me too as well, I was filled with these wars. Even I want to put my own life in danger because of this war. But all glory to God that I found that this thing does not work for me to live my we are to the point where we are going to really for the solution and to the solution to the BIAFRA. It cannot be that we, these people that are claiming, that saying that they are seeking for BIAFRA, to start down on a step and rearrange our ways, to embrace our brothers, to embrace our brothers, to ask apologies if we have done anybody wrong, to have the strength to go and beg somebody, brother, we are sorry for this time, because of our case, that is why case meant like that. And if we feel so proud that we cannot go to our brothers and ask them, let's come back together, we will still be missing the track as we have been missing for this year. So I want to use the opportunity to call the members of IPOB. Why I call them? Because I was a member of this organization. So I have to say, because anything that happened in that place, I think that is a little I contributed. So I'm trying to use the opportunity to call my brothers to ask IPOB members what is the danger of this unity. I want somebody to call and tell me the danger of this unity and tell me the danger of unity. So I can know if I could be able to work, to elaborate how I could be able to get the answer of what we are looking for, because I don't see the reason that the BIAFRA, the federal government, have been established. People have sat down to create and a way the other people used to restore their nation, and some of our brothers now, which we are seeking the same thing, doesn't want to come and be into the movement. I think something is wrong. Maybe somebody is somewhere want to be the person that will give us the BIAFRA, while I don't believe that one person is going to give us the BIAFRA. No group, no one group, single-handed group will give us the BIAFRA. It doesn't exist. If anybody believes in it, that person is a murderer. So at this time, if we really want, I'm calling upon my brothers in IPOB, you go and ask questions directly to the people that is leading you now, even to your leader. You ask him a question, what is the danger of we to unite together? They will answer you yes. Because they will say to you that those people that are criminals and we don't trust them. Yes, I can say, okay, I understand you. But let us come close to these people now and see how we sit down and fold our arms and they sell us. And I'm asking for God's sake, are we a goose where they're going to sell off? So, because this is my word short, brother. Biafrans, this is the time. We have to accept defeat and plan to move forward. We greet all Biafrans all over the whole world. If you are in Europe, if you want to be a member of Biafra Nation Alliance, you are always welcome, because our own emotion, our own objective is not only to restore Biafra, but is to care for our brothers for their well-being. But if there is anything that we can do for you here, you are in Europe, you call upon us. If we can help you, we can give you advice, if you have a solution, we can offer. So we are all one brothers in the area you are. If you are in Italy here, you call my number. My number is +39 351 04 57169. This is my number. So, and my number is written in the Facebook, Divine Joe. You can go there, you take the number, you call me, we are brothers. Anywhere you call me from, I will answer you. As long as you don't ask me money, don't threaten me, because if you ask me money, I don't have money to give you. But if I still have one that is more important, even money I can give. So, but don't call me to ask me money, because we don't give money, but we can give you a solution how you could solve some issues, mostly documentation issue. If you're going on asylum, you call on us, we give you advice how you can be able to obtain your own sojourner or whatsoever. So, dear friends, I greet everybody. The only key we are going to use to unlock our problem is unity. God bless dear friends, and God bless you, Master George ONYIBE. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master Bidiki. We must continue. Our people must remain focused. We should be able to tell every Biafran what is really going on. What are we selling? What do we have in our shelf? And of course, at this moment, I'm joined by the head of media. Can you hear me? I
can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from you. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Thank you so much. Good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. I want to greet every one of us who are participating in tonight's program. By the special grace of God, we have gone far in sensitizing our people, and we need to do more, because a lot of truth are coming out in this platform, which Biafrans need to know. Biafrans need to hear these truths, because it is only truth that can save us. Our father, Mazo Bidoguni, will always say that truth is the only recipe to our freedom. And so we will always bear in mind that we have the responsibility to spread the truth, the gospel of this freedom to all and sundry in Biafra land and beyond. So it is our responsibility. I want us, whether you are using Facebook, whether you are listening through our FM radio, that is 100.5 FM, or whether you are listening through any other platform, through our YouTube, that is other platform. I want to urge you to bear in mind that you have the responsibility to share the message across. Okay, regarding the status, our current status in this particular journey, we are faced with a very big challenge where our own people are the ones hurting us. They are killing our people. It has seemed we have sponsored criminally minded people to hijack the movement. So it is also part of what I'm saying, that it is our responsibility to retrieve this thing that we have given to these hoodlums and bring it back and give it to the right people. People who understand that Biafra struggle is a project that must be actualized, that we need to follow certain principles that are already laid out in the declarative and constitutive theories of 1933 Montevideo Declaration. People who understand that this is a political movement, that we need to go to offices that we need to set political structures in place. We need to have pro-Biafra independent parties. We need to have our people in politics who are going to dominate the political arena. That we need structures that when we see them, we know that this is the place we meet Biafrans, that we are not quoting Biafra in papers or mentioning Biafra on air as if Biafra is a country existing. Important, and that is why we need to be sharing this message abroad to all our contacts. It is very, very simple. The chairman of the de facto customary government implementation committee, the person of Haji Dokuba Asare, has said that the only guarantee to our freedom is Biafra independence. So we cannot get Biafra if there are no popular participation. In other words, you are going to be involved. I am speaking to you as you are listening to me. You are supposed to be involved in this government. When the government demands that this is what we want for the people, you should know what you should do so that the demand will be met. You should know the part you will be playing. As long as this is a collective effort, we are all having stake. And so it is our responsibility. Friends of our administrator said day before yesterday in his broadcast, we are not trying to conquer anybody. This is no longer the era of anybody trying to conquer the other people in order to make themselves dominant. No, we are asking you to contribute. It is something that we are consulting you to add your own voice, to add your own effort. Our people in the Benue State, we will consult you duly. We will know what you will do for us so that this thing will work for us. Our people in various states in the South region, I mean the coastal region of Biafra land, we will consult you duly to know what you will add to the project so that we will achieve what we are here for. Everybody, we are consulting you through this channel, this platform, this radio, and through other physical meetings. So I am asking you, if you are using the internet, I am asking you to help us to disseminate this information to all your platforms, to your WhatsApp, to any place you want to share it, so that people will be getting this truth. We do not need people to hijack our struggle anymore in the name of violent agitation. No, we don't need people to kill our people anymore. We need people to understand that the politics of Biafra should have a pattern that will protect Biafrans and the interest of Biafra. It is not supposed to be self-destructive. This project is not supposed to bring bloodshed in our land. As a matter of fact, we have shed enough blood in the Biafra of 1967-70, and now it is supposed to be a restoration project where we will use the story of the past and make a case with the current circumstances surrounding our people, and then make the demand known to the international community and do things the right way should be done, so that at the end of the day we will get a required result. So this is what I have to tell you, my people. And I am asking that God will continue to bless you in all the efforts you are putting in place to see that this project is moving forward. I want to appreciate all members of Biafra Nations Alliance. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of us. I want to thank the leadership of the Biafra Nations Alliance, from our head of administration, Dr. George ONYIBE, down to all the continental administrators, and down to national administrators, and down to every other members of the Biafra Nations Alliance. God will continually give us the enablement to push this struggle forward. I also want to appreciate the efforts of other pro-Biafran organizations, from the BIMAZOP to other ones. I want to ask God to continue to strengthen what you are doing. Thank you so much, my administrator, for giving me this opportunity to speak to our people.
Thank you very much. We are in this together. And of course, we continue to make our voice to resound in every area, every corner of Biafra land, until we are absolutely ready to do the needful. This is the time we must lend our voice. This is the time we must go ahead and make our people understand the need why we must continue to push till the case of Nigeria is reviewed, completely reviewed, because without that, the life we know today will not be there again. And of course, at this moment we are inching closer to the end of this program, and hopefully tomorrow we continue from where we stop. I want to use this privilege to appreciate those who took their time to call in and lend their voice to the people of Biafra, because this is the time everybody must get involved. Every Biafran must get involved. An apology to those of you. I cannot pick your call at this moment. I will say good night from here, and God be with you. Yes, at this point in time, I am just joined by our director, Mazi Uchiuka from Efo, and let's see if I can get him back online. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Just from here.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the
good evening from here. Our worldwide administrator. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, all friends of Biafra, even enemies of Biafra from around the world. My name is Channel 4. I just want to commend you for what you've been doing, and to commend the entire members of the Biafra Nations Alliance and all pro-Biafra groups that are working for the progress of the Biafra de facto customary government. A lot of things have happened over the past month, weeks, and even today. It is all about revelations upon revelation. The truth about it is that there is nothing that will stop us from achieving the set goal. The only thing that can stop us is telling ourselves lies. The only thing that can stop us is insincerity. The only thing that can stop us is giving ourselves to criminality. And that is what we stand against on this platform. This platform is anchored on the irreducible defense of human rights, civil liberties, and fundamental freedoms of all. The day we depart from these principles, that is the day we will begin to live like barbarians. And that is why we have to guard against every of our actions, every of our thoughts, every of our commitments or conduct towards others. Biafra must lead by example. Biafrans must show exemplary lifestyle. If we are going to restore Biafra, and which we are going to, by the special grace of God, at the appropriate time, we must be realistic. We must show that we are human rights compliant. We must show that we have respect for lives of others. We must show that there is equity and fairness, that the culture is entrenched. We must show that all components of Biafra are part and parcel of what we are doing. Unless what we are seeking for is a different thing. Anything outside making sure that there is inclusion of all components of Biafra, proposed components of Biafra. And this, by this I mean restoration of the old Eastern region, and by which we know today that is the whole area they call Southeast, some parts of South-South, and some parts of Middle Belt, for a reason that there was illegal delineation of boundaries, and people who were people of Biafra were uprooted and put into hostile territories and foreign lands in that abominable contraption called Nigeria. This is, of course, a very huge challenge for all of us on the platform of the Biafra restoration agenda. We are going to solve this problem, but it will need collaboration, it will need truth, it will need commitment. And as long as we stand on the truth and focus, there is no way we cannot get there. Nobody can pretend that Biafra Restoration Project is a very challenging one. Nobody can pretend or make light of the fact that there are a lot of work that are still out there for us to do. We have gone far in terms of sensitization, in terms of making the whole world appreciating the fact that the people of Biafra are not dead, that they are still surviving, and that they have the right to self-determination, and that they have the right to collective self-existence. That we shall continue to push, that we shall continue to project, that the enemies will not swallow us. Having said that, and having recognized the fact that we have over the years propagated the gospel of Biafra, done sensitization, now is the time for us to do the needful. The final step remains fulfilling the requirements of nationhood. as dictated in international law, and with special reference to the Montevideo Convention 1933, which of course requires that a state to be restored, a state to be formed, a state to be created, must have a permanent population, must have defined territory, must have effective government, and must have the capacity to enter into international relationship with other countries. We continue to make reference to this, we continue to focus on it because it is the roadmap, it is the boxes that we must have to take if we are to restore Biafra. These are the principal primary requirements. There is an advanced aspect of it because every nation has its own experience and it's unique. But we cannot deny the fact that these are basic instruments, basic ingredients, I must say, basic rudiments that we must have ourselves with a view to fighting this battle. If we don't get these basic instruments, there is nowhere we are going. We are going nowhere, I must say. Let nobody deceive you. Let nobody deceive you. The people of Biafra have won the moral argument. We have won the moral argument in the sense that nobody can successfully win any argument on the audacious quest for restoration of Biafra against the people of Biafra. Our cause is justified. Our cause is sacrosanct. Our cause is insurmountable. Therefore, we must have to continue to move courageously from one step to the other. We have won the moral argument, like I said. We also need to win the political argument. The people of Biafra have the mandate of, the pro-Biafra groups have mandate of the people of Biafra. And that is a moral mandate. We need to convert this moral mandate into a political mandate. Without political mandate, the members of the international community will not conveniently and confidently engage with us. It doesn't matter how long we go. And so, we must have to look inwards. We have the territory, even though it is not yet clearly defined, that we are working, assiduously towards resolving. We have population. That population is relatively settled, but we still need to do some work in that area. Territory and defined territory and settled population will be taken care of through consultation, through collaboration with all the component units of Biafra. But that does not reduce the argument. That does not reduce the audacious quest that Biafra is there to be restored. The most important thing now is the effective government requirement of it. Without effective government, you cannot enter into legally binding international relationship with other countries. This is the message we are sending to our people. This is what we have been saying for years, and nobody is listening. And now we have to make it a point of duty. If we like, let us go to heaven, go to hell, and come back. We must follow these steps. The alternative is war. The alternative remains that we're going to fight. But before we fight, you have to weigh the consequences. We have to weigh the experiences of the past. Right, it appears the line is cutting off. Yeah, I'm saying that for us to wage war, which is not desirable at the moment, we must have to weigh a number of options. And we must have to be more sophisticated, more prepared, more equipped than those who have come before us. And the time has come when we have to take our appraisal. And the immediate and current and subsisting analysis and observation made already suggests that this is not the best option for us at the moment. Ability to know our capability and capacity is very important. The people of Biafra have more advantage in their numbers and in their ability to insist that the right thing is done. We have capacity. We have that ability. We have that number to take over the political space in Biafra land. I'm not talking about Nigeria. And for us to fulfill that requirement of effective government, we cannot run away from the democratic process. Anything we like, if we like, we continue to be in denial. We continue to deceive ourselves and run around. We will come back to this. So we urge and encourage the people of Biafra to use what they have to get what they don't have. The members of the political class in Biafra land are having a field day. They believe that the pro-Biafra groups have what it takes to influence policies, to influence direction of things in Biafra land. But they don't have the legitimacy to turn it into a viable force that will change the lives of people at level of governance. That is what we are lacking. And on each occasion, some people will come and tell us that we have nothing to do with politics, we have nothing to do with Nigerian politics and all that. But at the end of the day, they will go through the back door and continue or make a deal with the same politicians that they are running around, telling us that we don't have anything to do with. We've been convinced in the past to profess, to say boldly that we don't have anything to do with the election and all that. But those of us, colleagues of us, or colleagues of us, who convince us to, go for no election option, later went back and began to do backdoor activities. And the question is, who are we deceiving? If we detest these politicians so much, why is it that some of the people who claim that they are fighting for Biafra and have nothing to do with politics will go back at the end of the day to make a deal with the same politicians that they so much detest? So there is no sincerity there. And the truth remains that we have to engage democratically and take the political space, take over the political space in Biafra land. That is the only way that we can turn our numbers, the moral mandate we have, into a political mandate. We remain a protest group as we speak, because we can only make noise, we can only paralyze activities of government in Biafra land, but we cannot bite politically, we cannot bite legally. So the politicians are taking advantage of it. You people should keep on talking. At the end of the day, we will approach some of you and give you money and you keep quiet. And that is what they've been doing. Example is the last Anambra election. You saw what happened. Some people are out there shouting, Anambra election, it's not going to hold. There is no election in Anambra, no election, no this, no that. At the last minute, They went through the back door, 72 hours to the election date. And they did the same thing that happened in 2017, 2019. So who is deceiving who? So the earlier our people understand what the issues are, the better for us. If Biafra is going to be restored, we cannot run away from the democratic process. We have what it takes to influence things in Biafra land. We must find ourselves at the center of decision making in Biafra land. Anything outside that, we are going to continue to run in circles. There is nothing to preach anymore about Biafra. We only have to consolidate on what has been said before, because the sensitization has been done. The awareness has been done. Now is the time to move to the next step. What is that next step? Taking political control of our territory. No member of international community, no responsible member of international community can confidently engage any non-state liberation actor like pro-Biafra groups that do not have influence and control over the territory that they are claiming. The earlier we understand and appreciate it, the better. And if we ignore it, we will still come back to it. Maybe after wasting so much time. We are saying unequivocally that we don't have to give in to armed struggle. We don't want armed struggle. But we recognize the fact that we have the right to defend ourselves when our collective lives are in danger. And we must have to, having said that, make a distinction between criminality and self-defense. Self-defense does not speak, it does not make public show of it. It does not make public exhibition of itself. It's not a public show. It is a stealth, unspoken action that is taken at the right time and within the ambit of the law. If our people want to learn, let them learn. What we have seen in the last few months in Biafra land is banditry, is criminality, is lawlessness being propagated by those who are supposed to know better. And they call it freedom fighting, and we are saying that it is not freedom fighting. And it is not self-defense to start with. A situation whereby a group of people will go on the offensive and begin to destroy lives and property belonging to their own people as well. Self-inflicted, unavoidable calamity. And they are claiming that they are fighting for Biafra, fighting for freedom. These people are hallucinating. The damage is there. The Biafra Restoration Project has been dented by these individuals. And it's going to take a long time for us to, of course, undo it. But if all hands are on deck, we will continue to move forward, regardless. So now is the time for our people to know that the next step, critical step, that is required is to embrace democratic process in Biafra land. If you argue against this, go and fight the war you say you want to fight. Some of you have tried and you have seen what the consequences are. You got to be prepared. You have to do consultation. You have to weigh a number of options. You have to know your capacity and capability. You have to know who are your allies if you want to go into this war. You have to know who are your neighbors. You have to take into account air, land, and sea defenses. You have to take into account the humanitarian consequences. What are the effects of these actions on the civilian population? How about the food that the civilian population are going to eat? You have to take into account all these things. Who are your allies? within the confines of international community. If you don't have all this, if you ask yourself all these questions, critical questions indeed, and you cannot provide answers to it, then know that it is not yet time. Anything outside that is armed struggle, that is more or less an act of criminality. And some people who have tried it now have seen, despite the fact that we warned them, they went ahead. All the people that have led this campaign of calumny, campaign of destruction, campaign of horror, have all inflicted those damages that come with it on our people, not on the enemy. Blood of innocent Biafrans have been shed on Biafran soil by Biafrans. And of course, some of them are done by the criminals from outside. But these are inspired by some unscrupulous Biafrans. And we must have to tell ourselves the truth. On this platform, we stand on what is right. And what is that thing that is right? That we have to follow the dictates of international law on formation of statehood or formation of states. The next step we have is that the people of Biafra must move from de facto status to de jure status, which is the legally subsisting governance. We have what it takes to do that. If these people who are shooting guns, if these people who are saying they are defending themselves, if the people of Biafra think that they have all it takes to defend themselves, why don't you use that thing you have to defend your democratic right? Why don't you use what you have to defend your right to be voted for and to vote for someone else, to vote and to be voted for? What happened in Anambra State and what is still happening now is an example. People came out and protected their votes. Although there was low voter turnout, but we warn the people who are campaigning for no election that even if it's two people that come out, democracy is democracy. Somebody must be in power. Somebody must be in office. And it is going to happen. And of course, our people voted overwhelmingly, as we can see, for the home party. The evil you know is better than the angel you don't know. So what are we saying here? We must work courageously. We must advise ourselves that now is the time for us to move forward, to consolidate. There are a lot of lessons, there are a lot of enlightenment campaign or programs to be done on this area. The truth about it is that we must stop going in circles. We must tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria is collapsing, Nigeria is imploding. But the people of Biafra should be wise enough not to allow Biafra land to turn into a land of anarchy and chaos or a governing society. If other parts of Nigeria is imploding and is destabilizing, the people of Biafra should be wise enough to insulate the heart of the land of Biafra from destruction that is ravaging Nigeria. Unfortunately, we have seen what has happened. Those who are supposed to join hands in protecting our land are the people bringing violence, destroying lives and property belonging to our people. We will stand against all this. We reject any form of armed struggle, any form of criminality. But we, of course, acknowledge that we have the right to defend ourselves. There is a way we can defend ourselves. Self-defense has a method, providence of doubt. So Mazi or dear ONYIBE, I thank you for all that you've been doing. I thank all members of this family, all members of the Biafra de facto customary government with reference to leadership. We appreciate all of you. Let us join hands together and fight our enemies. Our enemies are not the people of Biafra. But anywhere we see any Biafran going out of the way, embarking on criminality, we will not fail to call that person or those group of people out. Biafra is going to be an egalitarian society where everyone must aspire to the best of his or her own ability. There must be religious freedom. There must be inclusion. There must be strict adherence to rule of law, human rights, and fundamental freedoms of all. This is our charge. This is our focus. It is not going to be easy, but we have to commit to it first. Commitment is the most important thing. Goodwill matters. Let us agree that this is the way to go. Next thing is to implement whatever measures there are. And with all of us coming together, joining hands together, working with one mind, nobody, no enemy can penetrate us. But we're not going to shy away from anybody or group of people that come to destroy us. It's just a matter of time. We must remain focused. Let us join hands together. Let us make sure that the heart of the Biafra Restoration Project does not see corruption. Let us guard it jealously. Let us know who we are conscientiously and assiduously. Let us commit ourselves to the Biafra restoration agenda. Nobody, no force on earth can stop this restoration effort. No force can quench the spirit that is guiding Biafra and Biafrans. Nobody can stop the Biafra consciousness. The Biafra argument, the audacious preparation of Biafra is insurmountable and it is unassailable. Nobody can dampen our spirit. Thank you very much, dear ONYIBE, and God bless.
Thank you very much. And of course, that is the voice of our director, Mazi Uchiuka from EFO, Biafra Nation Alliance. The man who simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Like he has rightly placed it, every sensitization has been done. Every plan and initiative has been introduced, engaged, and of course, few things, and I think we are good to go. Do not relent in your effort. Do not run back. Do not think it's all over. Understand the journey has just begun. Every component member that make up the Biafra Nation, this is your time to rise up. This is your time to get involved. And at this time I'm joined by Mwadiki. Can you hear me, sir? Good evening from here.
Yes, yes. Good evening from City of New York.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's been a long time that I haven't come on the air. But as you have put everything on today, you know, as our adage always say, that they don't tell somebody to come out from the sun and the rain till he beats them up. Everything that we've been saying on this platform is a way to liberate our people. But most of the times it falls on the deaf ear. But I'm not worried about it. I always tell people, when the right time for them to wake up, they will wake up. I never come on the platform to beg people, you should do this, you should do that. When the right time comes, like now everything is manifesting and people are seeing that we was riding on the wrong bus. Instead of going north, we're going south. But nevertheless, our people that live in Americans, you can call us on this number, BNA Americans, to join in liberating our people. This is with the platform where you can come in, you voice your opinion, bring your own idea. You don't sit back and wait for people to go and get it for you. In order for us to get what we are looking for, this is the platform, BNA, it's like the de facto bodies, or the pro-Biafran group is right there. And this journey that we have started, most of the people that get their, nationhood, they get it from the United States here. That sometimes our big daddy might as well will be telling our people to come out. All these things that we're doing today, our people in America here can give our people what they need. But they will sitting back and waiting for people to go and get it for them. Then they will come out with their big certificate. But this is not what I'm here tonight to say. I'm telling our people in the Americans, whether in South America, North America, or Caribbean, you can reach BNA Americans on 917-346-5419. The number again, 917-346-5419. This number is not for questioning and answering. It's a number where you can bring ideas how to get this, restoration project back running again. Or you can visit us on our BiafranNationAlliance.com. This is where you can send in your questions. If you want to question and answers, you go on that platform, you send those questions, and the answer will be given to you. You can also go to BiafranFoundationInc.org. BiafranFoundationInc.org. You can send your information there as well, or you can email us at allbiafran@gmail.com. allbiafrans@gmail.com. For a charitable donation that is tax deductible if you're in Americans, you can go to BIA67foundation@gmail.com. All the donation that you make on this platform, that will be giving you a 1099 at the end of the year. And we need to do this so that BNA radio will be all over Biafran land and our people will be getting the right information. On this platform on BNA, we don't tell you what we do before we do it. We tell you something that we know that is already accomplished. No false information. That's why most people asking, what's their blueprint? What's their agenda? Agenda is Biafran restoration. Our blueprint is no different than the way we started this project from the beginning. Is to restore our nationhood and have a right of self-determination. That's the blueprint. And if you're anywhere you are around, you can join any pro-Biafran group, which are the bodies to Biafran de facto government, MOSOP, Lower Niger Congress, any one of them that you want to join, their representative is part of Biafran de facto government. ONYIBE, I won't take too much of your time, and I know the time is saying kwapu kwapu, as our people always say it. I will say good evening to you again, and we go nowhere, and we must continue this journey till we accomplish our mission. All hail Biafra.
Biafra will hail thee. Thank you very much. That is the voice of Mwadike, our mobilizer officer, USA. And of course, what can we see? We keep pushing, we keep talking, we keep encouraging, we keep sensitizing, we keep guiding. You see, we have not lost hope in any of you. We will get it. We will get there. We will make it. And God is our witness. We encourage you, don't deceive yourself. And don't try to deceive others. Because under our watch, nobody will be allowed to sell the next generation of Biafra. They will know. We'll continue from where we stop tomorrow. Good night.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra. I want you Biafra. Hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra. I want you Biafra. Hello Biafra. makes me cry when I see my brothers being killed, being killed. Nigerian soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away